Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to give you guys some work from home tips. Now there's an enormous amount of people, literally millions of people, that now they go from working in an office setting to where now they have to work from home. And although it seems very simple and very easy, for many people it's not as easy as they thought it was. A lot of times I get these comments from people like, man, Joe, I can't wait to work from home like you, or man, I can't wait to work from home like you and wake up, when I want to. And it's like, I don't wake up when I want to. I still get up very early. The reason is because I have to work. Now, granted, my work is my business. However, in the same instance, there's still time that needs to be put in. So you can't just lollygag. So I want to give you guys some tips from over the years that I've learned that have helped me to be very productive. And get this, I've built a business. I've built a couple businesses literally with kids. And me and my wife have 3 kids. So having young ones running around, things like that, building a business, how is it so simple for me to do this, as well as even some others. So I'm going to give you guys some tips that's going to help you. Now, I'm not going to go into some of the business tips like far as if you have people you can hire out, things like that, or whatever the case is, but I'm going to give you tips in reference to things that you can do that will just help you to be productive and focus at home. So here's the first thing: have a schedule. Yes, I know you're at home and it's very easy for you to get comfortable, but no, you need to have a schedule. You need to have a work schedule. You need to have a time where you're going to take lunch. You need to have time where you're going to have just downtime with the family, etc. Create a schedule. The second thing is to understand, don't sleep in. Like I said, yes, you are working from home, but that does not mean you get to sleep in till 11, 12 o'clock in the day. No, get up. And sometimes, get up early, but get up so you can do your work, especially if you're working for a corporation. You want to be able to do your work and you want to be able to get things done because you're on the clock. So get up, don't slack. Treat it just like you normally would, that you would have to get up in the morning. The only difference is you might not need to brush your teeth or comb your hair or put on any clothes. You can just get right to work. But it's a good thing if you do kind of, maybe brush your teeth, comb your hair, or whatever the case is, just to kind of help you get along with the day. So get up. Third thing is, listen, don't turn the TV on. Now, don't watch TV and things like that, because the last thing you need to do is get distracted. So TV can cause a distraction. You can zone out. You get so interested, especially if you're like binge watching something on Netflix, and next thing you know, you've seen 2-3 episodes and you've done no work. So consider turning the TV off. Now, another thing to kind of go along with TV, set up a time to do your housework. Now, it's easy because now you're home and you see things are being out of order. Dishes, you can see laundry needs to be done, floor needs to be swept, things like that. However, you do want to kind of give a set time to do those things, so that way you don't get caught up in doing a whole lot of housework and then guess what? You're not getting your work done. Number 5, put downtime on your phone. Limited activity on your phone. If you can, like now I know for iPhones, we can go and we can select downtime and things like that, and it will only give us access to like certain people that can call or text us or whatever the case is, or whatever we choose, or parameters. I'm not too sure what it is on Android, but whatever it is on Android, you can do the same thing. And basically what you want to do is just limit the notifications on your phone, limit the chimes, limit the notifications coming through, the ringing that's coming through, except for those that you really need to hear from, like family, people that are close, things like that, for an emergency. Number 6, take breaks, like for every 30 minutes or every hour, take about like a 5-minute break or something like that to kind of help you kind of reset. Get up, maybe walk around, maybe just sit back, maybe watch 1 or 2 funny videos, and then get back to work. Sometimes what we have to do is, when you're sitting down at a computer for a long time, your body can kind of go into this state where it says it's time to go to sleep because you're just sitting there. And so one of the things you can do is take like a 5-minute break, get up, walk around, maybe just go, if the kids are like doing work or something, go check on them, or whatever the case is, or go look out the window, or go walk to the porch, or whatnot, and smell some fresh air, and then come back, get to work. That can help you do better in your production, because you're keeping yourself, energy flowing. Number 7, don't be available for everyone. Now, this is something that I know I get a lot. Just because people know you're at home, they don't understand that you're working. So a lot of times people think that means that you're available. That means that you're available to either talk to, available to, hey, can you come pick me up? I need to get here, I need to get there, or can you help me run this errand, and things like that with family, whatever the case is. Listen, just because you work from home, it does not mean that you're available to everyone. You still have work to do, so make sure you get your work to do, especially if it's putting food on your table and paying bills. get your work done, and just let everybody know, listen, this is the best time to call me. I'll be available at this time, or I'm not available at this time, whatever the case is. But just because you work from home doesn't mean that you're available for the world now. Now, number 8, if you have kids, one of the things you might want to consider, depending on the type of work you have. Now, if you have a call center job, then really, that's a little different. But then if you have something where it's just about you getting a certain amount of things done or paperwork done, things like that, consider getting up a little earlier. So if you normally get up and go to work by 8 or 9, why don't you consider up, maybe getting up a couple hours. Yes, getting up a couple hours early. And then you could do things like, say, from 5 to 9 or 6 to 10 is the time you're going to work, and then you take 2-3 hours and you're able to spend time with the kids, walk with them around the neighborhood, or whatever the case is, and then you come back to work. Or either you can separate your work. So when you have kids, it's more about planning your schedule around their schedule and taking advantage of the time when they're sleeping, or either when they're busy, or if they have to do work and things like that. So that kind of depends on your household and the age of your kids, and things like that, and their needs. If you have a young baby, then yes, it's going to be a little tough, but you'll have to get used to being able to work with them like alongside of you, and things like that. So it's not a whole lot of magic, but you just have to learn how to be able to navigate and then be able to focus, as well as do your parent duties as well. But getting up early can be helpful, and even working late when everybody's asleep, that can also be helpful. But like I said, it depends on your job. So number 9, have a family meeting. So like I said, if you have a call center job, then this really goes to having a conversation about, this is what you need to do, this is the time you need to do, etc., because you don't want to be on the phone and you're speaking to someone about their credit card has been stolen, and they hear your kid just scream in the background. So you have to kind of set up some parameters around that. Yes, you can look in the daycare, or maybe have a family member come over to try to help and things like that. But this is where you have a family meeting and you determine what it is you need, as well as you let everyone know this is what, this is how things are going to have to change. This is what mommy needs, this is what daddy needs, reaching out to family members, being able to find out how they can help, just being able to communicate so everybody knows, what's at stake and what you have to do now that you're working at home. Number 10, whatever it is you need, keep your snacks, waters, whatever, close, so that way it minimizes the amount of time that you need to get up. I'm not saying hold it for a long time after you use the bathroom, but try not to get up a ton of times, so just to get up, and then next thing you know, you get up, and if you have the TV on, you hear some on the news about what's going on right now, and then you run over there to the TV to see that, and then you come back, and the mailman has dropped off the mail, you go get the mail, then you come back in. Next thing you know, it's been like 30-40 minutes, and you've just wasted time and not got anything done. So try to keep things close to you, so that way you don't have to get up as much, so that way that you can focus on getting work done, and being just staying focused on the task at hand. So these were just a few tips. I hope it helps you to focus. Don't get distracted and things like that. I know working from home, like I said, is different, and like for those that have kids, it can be rather a little interesting when you have the kids there, especially like in my state. All kids are, no longer in school for the rest of the school year. So pretty much that puts parents who have to work from home in a different position, and even puts, people who are essential workers and things like that in a different position where they have to figure out, what's going to happen to their kids. But just know that you can get through this time, and hope those tips help, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.